glass is actually going to get stronger once it's broken.
What?
1, 2, 3, good.
We're kicking things off tonight by looking at an innovative way to coat any kind of glass to shield yourself from bullet fire.
Let's do this.
In a secluded, top-secret location, a high-powered VIP and his driver get into an SUV. When suddenly... This is no movie set. The gun and the bullets are real. The only special effect here, a thin layer of plastic laminate that just saved these men's lives.
It works. Hey! My name is Peter Fabian.
Hey!
I'm President and CEO of Advanced Coatings Engineering, LLC.
For what?
What we make is a micro-thin laminate that's bullet and bomb resistant. So once it's plastic glass, everyone says, hey, it's bulletproof, I want this.
A former military man himself, Peter wants to change the face and weight of existing security solutions.
The old school bulletproof glass is very thick, very heavy, and then you need to change the framing of it for a nice thick steel frame to carry that weight. It just takes too long. Science has brought that down now that we can, within 10 minutes, protect a window by applying a thin layer of plastic, a laminate with multi-layers in it that will resist that ballistic threat or the bomb blast.
Plus, sometimes the old school just doesn't work.
Nothing to it. If I was an ill person or had ulterior motives, I could take this and use it as a knife. Or now I can reach in and grab something, turn the lock, and gain entry. But this is the result. Look how thick that glass is. That's all it takes to break a window. And look at the mess.
Today, Peter is showing off his laminate for a client from the federal government.
They're here to evaluate the product on the government's behalf for a variety of threats. Threats are coming through the pipeline that Canada is now at risk. So the government says, well, what works, what doesn't work?
These risks may be isolated incidents, but to hit his point home, Peter lets the client take a swing at the treated glass.
As hard as you can, 3 times. Don't hold back, okay? Because the laminate is there, you cannot get in. Now put your hand on this side and feel it. Nothing. There you go. So what we have is, you've had 6 attempts. As a thief, what are you going to do? You can get in, you're going to go somewhere else. And you're in a panic mode, you didn't expect this. Because it's transparent, you didn't see it on the window, so the surprise is now on you. This gives security time to respond and take you out. That's what's important.
Okay, so how the heck does a thin layer of plastic stop a Louisville slugger? The answer is actually 4 layers of polyester film, bonded together with a super adhesive glue.
The glue of our product is actually an integral way of the way it works. You can see it's actually really sticky. It's very, very tacky. This is what enables it to stick to the windows, keep the physical integrity of the structure in place, but also the adhesives absorb shock.
Watch what happens when a 3-kilogram weight is dropped on the glass, followed by a 4-kilogram weight.
We're going to use both of the steel balls, first the lighter one, then the heavier one. And the reason why we're going to do 2 tests, and we're going to use the heavier ball last, is that the glass is actually going to get stronger once it's broken. So once the glass is broken, the whole assembly flexes, and this enables it to actually absorb more impacts. The 4-kilogram weight. This piece of glass here could take multiple impacts. Again, think of someone hitting a window with a rock or a baseball bat or a machinist's hammer. Generally, these kinds of crimes happen within seconds.
Hammers and rocks are one thing, but what about a .38 caliber bullet? Peter's taking aim, first at an untreated window.
Fire 1! When you walk into a facility, that you think the glass is 2 inches thick and it's safe. It is not. This is 4 inches thick. It's twice the code of most facilities. Yet our shooter put 6 rounds in, no problem. Let's look at what technology is today. We're going to go over to this one. Lieutenant, 3 rounds, 357. We'll step back.
This treated window is only half an inch thick, and yet
Fire 1. Fire 3. Secure weapon. Range is safe, we can step forward. 1/8 of the construction. 8 times thinner than here. You can see absolutely no penetration. The security laminate, it absorbs that energy as it comes forward. This is dispersing energy across the whole surface of the glass. You see this halo? That's all the adhesives working, absorbing that energy. We have exceeded the level to protect your client.
Peter winds up today's demo by handing out samples of his product.
It's a peel and stick application.
And the client is clearly impressed.
Our vast majority of our work is the theater of war. So we've taken that technology from the theater of war and brought it to the civilian market because that's what's happening here. Terrorist activity is happening in North America. The theater of war is now touching you and I. So that technology has now come home.